Serious, and you're looking for a Christ man, the one who's knowing it with the Lord, with the Spirit of the Lord, to do His will. I'm that nigga.
One West, 125th Street. Look, y'all put y'all faith in presidents like they gon' change this country. Run the league and let y'all play, cause y'all gon' make a money. Fuck Obama, he ain't come here on Congo.
Amazing Yahanna don't like no soldiers. With the Spirit of the Lord, we don't like no soldiers. You understand me?
Like a saint, Black, Hispanic, Native, they hate y'all as the same. Hate Christ in they image, paint you as a slave. God ain't all love, scriptures say he hate African soft niggas, they know we not the same. School to prison pipeline to get you off the streets. Put you in the cell, toilet connected to the sink. Molested as a kid, she prostituted as a teen. The byproduct of Martin Luther King dream. They just took the yoke off, my nigga, we ain't free. We living bleak in these wastelands of poverty. If you don't know the truth, then the lies sound promising. Prophecy, gift and the curse. Dylan started killing, they was sitting in church. Black folk forgave him, man, this shit is absurd. You should never love your enemy, that shit ain't gon' work. Yeah, fuck dying on your knees, you better die in glory. Man, I joined the I.S.U.P.K, taught me the art of warring. I took a nigga life like mine to be recognized. I feel that pain every day, it can't be reconciled. Pops banging, my sister a prostitute. My brother got life, and somehow I still found the truth. War ready, no cowards, no excuse. Fuck reparations, you can't bandage no open wounds. Blood on the leaves, body swing hung from a noose. I was on a run in Nashville and I found the truth. I called the school, classes being held by the shock on my life. I want to be a gangster like a cop. Do this for my brothers, real brotherhood. Everything we do, we got it out this book. My nigga, I can never be no African. U.P.K the only authorized acronym. I'm passionate about my brothers and sisters. We in hell, I ain't got nothing against them. That's another religion. If it ain't under Yahanna, ain't me murdered by them and got a hug from Yahanna. That's the way out for a coward in my observation. They don't fear the Lord, they indoctrinated. Wolves in sheep clothing, Joe Osteen. Real priest bringing back black royalty. One West on my headpiece, ranking order. Can't let them trick me off the streets, I gotta raise my daughter. I got brothers at the border ducking ICE agents. I got the name change, it was life changing. My family thought it was a game. Put on all black, they said I was going through a phase. It's more of us in jail than it was slaves.
Aquí somos la Escuela Israelita del Conocimiento Práctico Universal. Hoy estamos aquí.
Lord Commandant General Yahanna na I.S.U.P.K.
This is what Commander General Yahanna did. This is what he did.
First camp, I cut off all my dreads. I took an oath when that oil hit my head. Niggas capping like they lids. I'm a priest, I never stick no fork in no pig. I was dead till I found out how to live. This brotherhood taught me how to be a man. I came back to my roots, I had to dig. A couple gaps I had to bridge. I got a rib, I'm married to this work. You wanna serve the Lord, he ain't in the Christian church. I had to dig.
That's right.
You wanna serve the Lord, he ain't in the Christian church.
Hey, listen, brothers and sisters, man. If you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button, man. Subscribe to this channel. And also, please, go to ISUPK.com and pay your tithe. Drop me some cash so we can move around this planet like we need to, man, and do the things we need to do.
They're one West. They're one West. They're one West. They're
They need food, housing, clothing. They need counseling. They need understanding of what's happening to them. They need an identity. They need to know the truth about the Lord. They need to be woke up to who the devil is. Latinos are getting with you, brother, then you're going to be able to do something. The whole reason I'm here saying these things to you, because these things are supposed to show you and give you hope. It's supposed to make you say to yourself, you know what, we got a kingdom coming. You know what, the Lord's judgment is coming. You know what, let's change our life.
Chicago did it.
Something to eat.
I got some change for you. Go on real quick.
All right, here we are. All right. If you can hear me loud and clear, type a 1 in the chat. If you can hear me loud and clear, type a 1 in the chat. Let's see who all we got with us this Tuesday evening. Let's get those ones in the chat if you can hear us loud and clear. Right, I see you. Trooper Shalat, Trooper Leviathan, Trooper Izan, Kapa, Kayabath. Let's see, we had a couple of other ones up top too. Yahanna, excuse me. Right, Nizam Yaquar, Trooper Mathaya. All right, that's good to go. Whoever else that's in here, they're gonna come up in here. Let's clap it up. Let's clap it up. Damn right. Shalom, Israel, Shalom, Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Barak Thumb to the brothers, Yahweh Shamar Alathan Bahashim, Yahweh Shai to the sisters. We are the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, started out of 1 West 125th Street out of Harlem, New York, under commanding General Yahanna. We are not affiliated with no other Israelite group or Christian organization, and we teach the truth according to the Bible. And what is the truth? There's only one truth. There's only one faith, one baptism. That's in the Bible. You understand? What is the truth? The truth is that blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are God's chosen people, and the white man is the devil. That same Bible speaks of. You understand? And of course, this sounds strange to those who have been taught a lie all their lives. Who are some of the people that have been taught lies? Christians. If you go to church, you are currently being taught lies. If you currently go to church, you are currently being taught lies, because the Christian church does not have the truth of God. The Christian church teaches you the philosophy, the ideology of our oppressor, but it does not teach you the wisdom, the knowledge, and the truth of God according to the biblical records. We got a naysayer already. What do you say? Power Rangers. I'm mixed race and them garments look funny. You being what you believe in your mixed race is what's really funny. You understand? There's no such thing as mixed race. You are what your father is. You say I'm not black because my dad is white. You're a devil. And your mother was a lost black woman. You understand? And your white daddy was only able to sleep with your lost black mother because your white daddy's people destroyed your black mother's people. Do you think a black woman in normal circumstances would choose to sleep with a white man? Do you honestly believe that? Do you honestly believe under normal circumstances, black people not being in slavery, black people not being oppressed, black people not being taught white supremacy and being underneath white people, do you think that if we were on a level playing field for 400 years with white people, that your mother would choose to lay down with a white man and let a white man put seed in her to produce you? You're out your goddamn mind. Your mother chose your white daddy because she is destroyed. Why is she destroyed? Because she doesn't know the truth according to the Bible. And now you're here. Trolling men of God, men who would raise up women like your mother. You're here trolling the men that would have gave your mother strength and courage and self-esteem to know that she's better than the white man that you call dad. Well, that's fine. If you could, Shapak, give me Hosea 4 and 6. The water mighty man. I see Barack Wana. Barack, I see you. Maria, Adrena Woods, I see you. You understand? And there, like I said, there's no such thing as mixed. You are what your father is. That does not mean that you don't inherit DNA traits, DNA markers from both sides. You understand? You do. But who you are, as far as what people, what bloodline you come from, that is inherited from your father's side of the family, not your mother. So the fact that your dad is white, that makes you a melanated white boy or a white girl, whatever you are. You understand? Shell said, I don't know what Bob Marley's mom was thinking. I don't mean no harm to say this. Well, Shell, when you go into the history of how Bob Marley was born, Bob Marley's father was in his 60s, I believe, his late 50s or 60s. And Bob Marley's mom was a teenager. That white man raped Bob Marley's mother. That's what happened, which is what white men do to have sex for the most part, because nobody would ever want to sleep with white men under normal circumstances. They either have to take it or they have to destroy you so much so that now they appear to be something worth sleeping with. You understand? He said, your dad is a great man. Your dad did a terrible job raising you, because anybody that comes online to somebody else's space trying to troll, you are a terrible piece of trash. Your dad raised you to be exactly what his people are. Right. Violent, cruel, uncivilized, lacking compassion, lacking humanity. You are truly your father's child, and you proved it with your very first comment into this chat. With that being said, make sure everybody you like and share the stream. Everybody right now, hit that thumbs up. Hit that thumbs up, like, and share the stream. Let's push this truth. You see, we got haters. We got naysayers, haters. You understand? It's our job to push this truth. You understand? So let's, everybody do your part. Hit the thumbs up right now. Share the stream. Share it to all your Christian friends. Shalom, Captain Shukatah, sir. Share it to your Christian friends. Share it to your Christian family members. Anybody that still wishes you a happy birthday, share the class. Anybody that still calls you by your slave name, share the class. Anybody that asks if you're going to come to the Christmas party or the Thanksgiving dinner, share the class with them. I never understand how you can claim to be in the truth and a sinner is more aggressive for sin than you are for righteousness. It's embarrassing. It's absolutely embarrassing. You're weak and you don't really believe in this. You don't believe this to be the truth because, well, last time I checked, if you really believe this to be the truth that saves and changes lives, you would want everybody you love to have it. Am I wrong, Shapat? Go ahead, priest, please.
I could. Even little kids, you know, they die about what their mother and father said. Nah, my mama said they don't even care that you just proved them wrong. But my mama said,
that's right.
You know,
that's right. Just like that movie, The Water Boy. Mama said, mama said what his mama said was law, and he believed it. And the problem is, you are ashamed of what your father said. You are ashamed of the culture and the laws that your father gave you that belongs to you. And you let some Muslim, some whore in the world, some drunk, some weed smoker, some lesbian or some homosexual, you let them be more aggressive than you for the things of the world than you are for the things of the truth. They inviting you to all the worldly events and you ain't never invited them to anything in here. You don't share the classes with them. You think you just can be in the truth and not bother anybody. You're not really in the truth. You're just in here for whatever reason you are in here for now. And I pray you get strong. I pray that you take root in here and really put this inside of you and live it and not just be in the truth while it's convenient and while things are, it makes sense to you, because you're going to be tested. You're going to be tested to see if you really believe this or not. Lamar says, Shalom, my homie has been hooked on crack lately. How do I help him? You got to get him in contact with us. You think he the first crackhead? He's not. There are brothers in the school right now that was on cocaine, crack, heroin, K2, Molly, ecstasy, spice, huffing, whatever it is, alcohol. Go ahead, Shapat.
we left out weed, sir.
I assumed that was just the norm. I thought smoking weed in the world is like drinking water. It's like you see me walking around with a water bottle. That's how normal weed is in the world. You understand? Lamar, you got to get your brother, your homie, in contact with us. What city are you in? What city is he in? Better yet, Lamar, let me know what city is he in. If you have any questions, type your questions in the chat. Whatever questions you may have, type them in the chat. Excuse me. I'm priest and officer 5,000, Chaazaq Imad. I got priest and officer of 1,000, Chaazaq, and young man Omar rocking and rolling with me.
Right.
Hey, matter of fact, y'all give this brother, young man Omar, a hand. Give him a hand. I'm gonna tell you why. Many times when we teach these classes, I always say online, when you come to the Passover or any of the cookouts and you haven't met me before, I always say, you need to come and introduce yourself to me so I can put the face to the name. Y'all excuse my voice. I'm still overcoming a little cold. You understand? But we're going to rock and roll. So excuse my voice. This brother right here, young man Omar, online as Fiery Furnace, has been tuning in, you understand, for a long time online. And this brother went out of his way at General Hyman's scripture breakdown class in Houston, Texas. This brother went out of his way to come do what I said to do. And he introduced himself to me, and I'm able to now put the face to the name. And it's a glorious thing. And all of you brothers and sisters that are watching right now, you're going to have your opportunity to do the same thing. You understand? You're going to have the opportunity to do the exact same thing. We got the cookouts coming up, UPK events coming up. Make it your business to introduce yourself, man. Again, this is the truth. You understand? This is the truth. This is not just something we do online. Online is an extension of what we do in real life. You understand? So come introduce yourself in real life. Please look at Hosea 4 and 6, brother, please, if you don't mind.
Book of Hosea, chapter 4, verse 6. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge.
The Bible says, my people. That's the first part, the important part of it. You have to first understand that God has a people. You understand? The Most High God has a people that belong to him. Everybody is not God's people. And that sounds strange because we were taught in the church that God loves everybody. That's what we were taught. Type a yes or no in the chat if you were taught that before the truth, or if you heard that before the truth. Shalom prayers daily. I see you. Lamar said, I've lost peeps to it already. He's from Chicago. I'm going to get you the number for Chicago, Lamar. And I want you to call this number to help your homie out. Now, you can't help somebody that doesn't want help. He has to want help for himself, Lamar. But I'm going to get you the number for Chicago. Samuel Manley said, I enjoyed my Passover. Yeah, I already know you didn't have Passover. A heathen can't observe Passover. Right. And Samuel, you were not in Houston, Texas with us, so I know you didn't observe Passover. There was only one Passover, and that Passover was in Houston, Texas, April 4th. If you were not there, you didn't observe the Passover. You had a lamb dinner. You understand? You had a damn lamb dinner. Go ahead, Shapat.
It's like, well, maybe just like the other Hamite that tried to come down Passover, he would have got tossed out too.
Yeah, I don't know if you know this. We don't consume ham in here, nor do we fellowship with ham. I know y'all love that word fellowship. Yeah, we don't deal with ham in here. There's an African that came to the Passover. He tried to come to the Passover. He tried to troll. He's a famous streamer online. And he got carried out like Jazzy Jeff on the Fresh Prince. He got tossed out. I see some of you bug outs debating whether or not it's staged or not. Let me help you with something. You have much greater things to concern yourself with than to worry about somebody getting kicked out being staged or not. I'm almost certain if I take a look at your life, you have much more important things to worry about. Your life is a cesspool. Look at your life. The people who are worried about it being staged or not, look at their lives. And all you gotta do is say, brother, sister, you have much more important things to focus on. By the way, it was not staged. You understand? The cat came getting content and he thought we were a joke. You understand? He found out everybody's not playing. It was not staged, by the way. Let me see. Zabala, I see you. He said, this is Victor from Passover. Shalom, brother. Good to see you. Good to see you. Right. So let me see all the yeses we got. We got Muhammad, Adolphus, Shalat, Sathara, Leviathan, Judah, Kappa. Maria said no. You understand? Most of us were taught that God loves everybody. God does not love everybody. That's why it says my people. The word my is a possessive pronoun. It's to indicate that there are people that belong to God. And logically, if there are a people that belong to God, there has to be a people who do not belong to God.
Right.
Well, this is what the Bible says about God's people. Read that.
Okay. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge.
The Bible says God's people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. Johnny Taylor said, can you tell me where Esau come from, please? Yes, we're going to go into it tonight. Stick around, Johnny Taylor, stick around. And I'm going to tell you where Esau comes from. Shalom, C. Window, Trooper Nasawan, Shalom. The Bible says God's people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. You want to know who God's people are? You want to know who the true children of Israel are? They are the people that are in the ghettos, in the barrios, on the reservations, struggling, in poverty, crime, depression, sadness, confusion, child molestation, homosexuality, lesbianism. All you have to do is look at who the people that are the most destroyed are. And it's us. It's funny how when you bring this up, everybody always likes to talk about, now, well, everybody has their problems. No. There's a people, excuse me, there's a people that everybody likes to point out their problems. Everybody likes to point out their flaws. And who are those people? Who are the people that everybody highlights their problems and focuses on their flaws? and blames them for all the issues. Who is that? Who? They blame this people for everything. Who are the people whose problems are talked about on the nightly news at 6 o'clock and 10 o'clock every night in every major city? Who are the people that get blamed for all the issues in this nation? Who? Go ahead, brother. I got the mic. Shapop, please.
The Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, sir.
Give him a hand. That's who. And that's the truth. You love to talk about everything that we do. You love to highlight our problems. You love to put it on the news. You love to put it on social media. You can't help yourself when it comes to talking about how destroyed we are, how lost we are, how violent and this and that. You love highlighting our issues. Well, here's the beauty in that. It's to prove we are God's people, because the Lord said God's people would be destroyed. Why are we destroyed? Here's the important part. You got to know why we're destroyed. Shalom, Nayam, I see you. Shalom, Mario, I see you. Shalom, Monique, I see you. Let's read. Let's finish reading. Why are we destroyed?
Because thou hast rejected knowledge.
Because we are what?
Hast rejected knowledge.
This is the reason why your children are going to be molested. This is the reason why you were molested. This is the reason why you didn't grow up with both parents in the house, or if you did, you grew up in a very dysfunctional house. This is the reason why your neighborhood was like a war zone. This is the reason why your family is the reason for your low self-esteem and all your problems. And hell, what are you talking about? I can go on and on and on. I can just list all your problems, and I can just list your life. You know how? Because it's all of our lives. It's the same thing. We are destroyed because we reject knowledge. That's why we're destroyed. We reject the knowledge according to God. See, you have no problem taking in everything else. You love going to church. You love what the pastor says. You love listening to Steve Harvey in the morning and Ricky Smiley and D.L. Hewley and whoever else the hell you listen to. You love taking in all types of other knowledge, but you reject the knowledge of God. You reject the knowledge that will actually help you. Some of you, you love these podcasts. That's the new thing. The new thing is these podcasts. And you were sharing the podcast and reposting it as if anything that they saying is so damn deep. You listen to everything and everybody except the knowledge of God and the prophets of God. And we can look at your life and tell. I don't know if y'all know this. Did you know this? You can look at your life and tell if God is with you or not. That's a foreign concept. You understand? It's a foreign concept. I can look at your life as a churchgoer, as a Christian, and I can tell God is not with you, nor are you with God. I can look at a Muslim's life, a Christian's life, and I can tell you don't know God. And nobody should listen to you or follow you. You come in here, you look at our lives. And I'm not saying we don't have problems, but guess what? Our problems in the truth are not your problems at all. You understand? I don't even understand how General Muhammad can do counsel the way he does. Because surely hearing all these problems, you know, General Muhammad counsels people in the world too. I don't know if y'all knew that. And brother, for the life of me, just me being privy to certain things, the problems that y'all have in the world are not our problems at all. You understand? I'm talking about you in the world. Your kids is molesting each other. That's the problems that you having in the world. Your children are molesting each other. Then you coming in here looking at us trying to look at us as if we got issues. Well, why he got multiple wives? Well, what do the kids do when he over there and over? You got so many questions and concerns about our lives when your life is a piece of trash. It's embarrassing. And I feel sorry for you. I feel sorry for your children. I feel sorry for you. I feel sorry for anybody that comes in contact with you because you are going to destroy them. Why? Because you reject the knowledge of God. We are destroyed because we reject God's knowledge. Keep reading.
I will also reject thee.
The Lord said he will reject thee. And that's the current status of blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, God's people. We are a people that are rejected from our God. That's why everybody else can do what they want to us. You got to ask yourself, how can a Korean and a Vietnamese who lived in poverty in their country come over here and have authority over you? Go ahead, Shapop.
Hey, we get asked the question all the time. How can God let it be a slave?
That's a good, excellent question. The slaves outnumber the slave master. For sure, how could the slaves be taken captive when they outnumber the slave master? Because we are a people that has been rejected by our God. That's how. We are destroyed because of our lack of knowledge. You understand? Any more on that? Please.
And thou shalt be no priest unto me, seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy God. I will also forget thy children.
Yeah. That's why what's happening to our children, the terrible things is happening. Brother, I look at I do this quite often too. You look at the kids, brother, and look, you could damn near look at children, and maybe it's just me, but you can look at kids and damn near project what their home life is like. Anybody else do that? I have a child, so it's like I have to see other children. Like when my child get on the bus, when she come off the bus, I'm always looking to see how she interact with other kids and how she is compared to other kids and vice versa. I'm always constantly observing and studying. And you can see children, brother, and it damn near pains my heart because I can see other kids and it's like, I know damn near exactly what their home life is like. And it hurts my heart. You can see it. If you just pay attention enough, you can see the kids that's being molested. You understand? You can see the kids that's being bullied. The kids that's being starved. You understand? The kids that's being taught. The kids that do their homework. You can look at children and damn near see into their home life. And for the most part, brother, it pains me to see Black and Hispanic children because the majority of our kids live in terrible homes. Everybody always asks why the kids outside at all times of night. DC instituted a curfew for the minors. Everybody knows it's not for white kids. The curfew is for Black and Hispanic kids. And a lot of you Uncle Toms and Sambos, you get mad at the kids. I don't know why these young niggas is outside all times of night. Don't you got somewhere to go? Don't you got a home? No, nigga. You think if a child had a home worth going to, they would be out here? You're so selfish. You're so like the white man. You don't even consider what could possibly be going on in these kids' lives that out here is better than your own home. My heart hurts for the children of Israel. Just like all the prophets who care about God's people, your heart hurts because we are not a people that is accepted by God. We are a people who God has rejected. And you can see it. You can see our conditions and know God is rejecting us right now. With all our talents and all our skill and flyness, who gives a damn? We are rejected by God because we reject his knowledge. We have to come back to what God says, and that's the Bible. Shalom, P. Fergo, I see you. If y'all haven't done so, make sure you like and share the stream. Everybody should hit the thumbs up because I'm still teaching because I'm sick. I don't know if y'all can tell. I didn't cough. This is my 38th cough in the past 10 minutes. You should give me a thumbs up for that. I drove down from Philly. Goddamn. I'm fresh off the road, sick from Philly. You understand? Give me a thumbs up for that. I'm fighting Satan as we speak. I'm up here sweating. I'm hot and I'm cold. I'm thirsty and I'm not thirsty. Guess what? We're going to teach. Because that's my oath. That's what I signed up for. And guess what? My problems are nothing compared to what's going on with our people. Nothing. If it means I have to be up here and taking my last breath up here to save Israel, guess what? I was raised by Commander Yahanna in the UPK to love the people that Christ died for. That's right. Christ died for the nation of Israel. What are we talking about? If you're not willing to follow in the steps of Christ, you are in the wrong place. You can't be here for play. You can't be here for show. If you in here just for glory but because it feels good, I noticed something too, and I'm gonna call you out. Shalom Arawadi. I'm gonna call you out. A lot of y'all showed up to the Passover just so you can go to the black party. That's what a lot of you did. You didn't really care about the Passover. You wanted to go to the black party. Because that's some of you. Not all of you. Not even a lot of you. It's a small number of you. If we didn't have that black party, you wouldn't have showed up at all. Some of you just showed up so you can go party, because that's what your life is all about. Fun, enjoyment, party. The moment it's time to sacrifice and suffer, you're nowhere to be found. And you cannot partake in what we partake in here. You have to be willing to drink from the cup of affliction to be in here. That's what you have to be able to do. If not, you are in the wrong place. I'm just giving you some heads up. All right. Shalom. I see you, right? Where we at? Any questions? Let's get the questions. Please, mighty man, what you got?
Salakia, I wanted to know, did anyone in Israel have gold teeth? People say jewelry and earrings aren't biblical.
Mm-hmm. Let me ask you a question, young man Omar. I'm gonna get these precepts for you. I'm gonna give out 3 precepts for you. In the meantime, who are the people that you hear say jewelry is not biblical?
Christians, sir.
Christians. Christians say that jewelry is not biblical. And I agree. You understand? It's funny to me because for the life of me, I don't understand how jewelry is not biblical, but I could have sworn every Christian I ever ran into wears a cross on their neck. You understand? But let's get the precept to prove jewelry is biblical and it's the culture of Israel. What you got, priest? Start off with.
He asked about gold teeth, but you want me to get all of it?
Yeah, let's start with Song of Solomon first, and then we'll get the other ones. Hold on, Scott Smith. Shalom, I'm Awan. I see you. Shalom, Trooper. Rapaya Allah, I see you. Scott Smith, you are a bug out, and you need to take your medicine. Scott Smith, if I knew where you lived, I would do a 5150 call for you. I can tell the way you type, you are not all the way there. You ever see somebody type and you could tell like they bugged the hell out. I can see from your message how you typed it, you are not all the way there. Scott Smith, go get some medication, man. Go get some medication. You need some help. And I'm trying to give you what you need before you spiral off the deep end and do something you can't take back. Go get some help, Scott Smith. Right? So let's get Song of Solomon 1 and 10 first, please. Excuse me.
Shalom, Lord Christ. This is the book of Songs of Solomon, chapter 1, verse 10. My cheeks are comely with rows of jewels.
Stop right there. Now, we got to break this down to how we would talk now, because whenever you pull this scripture for a Christian, they're going to say, this is not saying This is gold teeth. First, let's break it down line by line, precept upon precept. Here a little, there a little, like the Bible says. The water too, Shapak, the water. Young man Omar, when you get it, you take over for him, okay? Song of Solomon 1 and 10. No, you find it in yours. Ain't no rush. Shapak gonna read it, and when you get it, just tell him, Salaki, sir, I got it, and you take over for him, please. Right? Shapak, read it again, please. Let's break it down piece by piece.
Okay, the book of Songs of Solomon, chapter 1, verse 10. Thy cheeks are comely.
Thy cheeks are comely. Type in the chat, what does the word comely mean? Type in the chat, what does comely mean? It's an old English word. It's a word that we don't really use because it's old English and we speak new English, modern English. Type in the chat, what does the word comely mean? Barack Wana said beautiful. That's a good word, a good synonym. Kapah said handsome or beautiful. Again, a good synonym. Got me up here saying cinnamon. Salagia. Mario said beautiful, good. Trooper Izan said beautiful. Amawan said beautiful. Maria said attractive. That's the word I was looking for. Kapah said fair to look at. If you said anything along the lines of what everybody has said so far, that's correct. Beautiful, handsome, attractive, fair, or nice to look at. Shalat, Trooper Shalat, good looking. Y'all give Trooper Shalat a hand too. Give him a hand too. Brother, every time I seen Trooper Shalat down in Texas, this brother was working. And when I tell you, as a brother who came up the same way, I respect men like that. If you type of brother that, you know, you like to party, I'm not mad at you. Excuse me, brother, please, by all means, go party. But there's a certain type of brother who comes up the way Commanding General Yahanna came up. And all the generals and all the captains and myself, where, brother, you come in here to just work. Whatever the work is, you come here to work. You think you the first brother to sweep and mop and scrub toilets? You think you the first one to do that? You think you the first one to go serve tables, to go carry trays of lamb and bread? You think you the first one to do that? You're not. You're not. Anybody know what Commander General Yahanna used to do for the 7 heads? Oh, hold on, let me get your pot first.
If I could give a hand out to Trooper Izan.
Trooper Izan as well. Trooper Shalat, Trooper Izan.
That brother, he did not. I never saw him not working the whole entire Passover.
That's right.
Except for when I.S.U.P.K and
when they went on the stage.
When they went on the stage, I went to go look for him. Like, I hope he up there. And I looked and
he up there.
He was up there. He was getting down.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Most High Christ. But you know, to give him a hand because I was telling him, I said, I saw you working the whole Passover. He said, yeah. I said, you met everybody, didn't you? He said, yeah. He thought about it. He said, yeah, I did meet her. That's how you meet everybody.
That's right.
My first Passover was in Houston. Me and Chaazaq War, we were passing out the land the whole time. I volunteered as a young man.
That's right.
I didn't even have to. I was a young man and volunteered, and I met everybody. I had people coming up to me a couple years later, like, I remember you from you was passing out the land.
Yeah, when you was working. You was passing out the land. Brother, that's the most honorable way to come up. Where everybody just remembers you as the brother that works. And here's the thing about working, that Satan will play with you. I got 2 questions. I'm gonna come back to the Commander Yahanna question, but let me ask this one first. What will Satan tell you while you're working? And you have to be a brother that works to understand this. And I want somebody to answer this, which is far from the truth. What will Satan tell you while you're working, which is really the opposite of what really happens? Please, young man Omar, what will Satan tell you?
It's lucky, sir. Your work is in vain.
Give him a hand. The water. Satan will tell you nobody notices you. Nobody sees you. Nobody will appreciate or recognize all of the hard work you're doing. That's what Satan will tell you while you're working. Here's why that is so evil. Because, brother, I don't know if you understand this. I've been in the UPK a short time, a little time. Those are the only brothers we notice. I don't notice niggas that party. I'm sorry. That's just me. And I think I can speak for a lot of men. I don't notice brothers that drink and have a good time. I notice brothers who are working. I'm telling you straight up. Sathara said, you're the only one working. That's another one Satan will tell you. Ain't nobody working as hard as me. I'm the only one working. Nobody's going to see what I'm doing. Nobody's appreciating. Put Satan out of your mind. You understand? And you shouldn't work to be seen regardless. But I'm just telling you, the thing that Satan is telling you that nobody's going to appreciate it or see it, it's in vain. It's a lie. You working is how we all came up. Go ahead, Shapak.
I had experience with a brother who just kept saying, and I've heard this more than once, more than one brother. When it comes to the Passover, I'm on vacation.
You can't be mad at him. You can't be mad at him. Some brother takes their talent. The Lord gave 10 talents to a brother, and he went and multiplied and got 10 more. The Lord gave 5 to one brother. He went and got 5 more. The Lord gave 1 to another brother, and he just had the 1. I don't know about you. By the way, the Lord took that 1 he gave to who didn't multiply it. Don't be the brother who does not multiply what the Lord gave you. Whatever he gave you, he gave it to you. Whatever skills, whatever abilities, whatever things that you're good at, what do you think you are good at it for? For you? No. Every skill, every talent, every ability, every penny, every dollar, everything that you are good at and the Lord gave you, you didn't give yourself, by the way. Everything the Lord gave you, it is for him. And you're supposed to do everything in your ability to multiply what the Lord gave you for the sake of the kingdom of God. That's the only reason why you're good at what you're doing. You think you're good at rapping so we can hear your whack raps? No, it's not. You're supposed to be rapping so you can change some nigga life. Y'all know I came into the school damn near from Captain Akkad's song Prepare Slaughter. See, you're not on that level yet. You brothers, you out there rapping and smoking, and you think your raps and your songs are so deep. Yeah, wait until you make music that makes somebody want to serve the God of the Bible. Now you on a level. Every skill, every ability that you have, or what is it trash? That's how we talk. That's how he already know. That's how we talk. You think you impressive? Trash. It's trash. Shalom, I see you, sis. You think you rap so good and you sing so good and you dance so well? You're not impressing us. I'm just telling you the truth. That's why you're not famous. You're mediocre at best. But here's what you can be. You can be excellent if you do it for the Lord. You understand? Captain Akkad doesn't have to be mainstream. You know why? Because Captain Akkad has brought men to the Lord through his raps. Every ability, every skill that you have, every talent, all the money you make, you have it because the Lord gave it to you to multiply the kingdom. So the brothers that come to the Passover and say they're on vacation, let them be on vacation. Let them enjoy themselves. Some of us go there knowing we're there to work. You understand? Now, let me ask everybody a question. Oh, Sathara says, Sluggy, so how do you fight a procrastination demon? That's an excellent question, sis. You understand? Let me ask you this question first. Does anybody know what commanding General Yahanna did for the 7 heads? Type in the chat. Anybody? Zabalawam said, took the school over. No, he didn't take anything over. It was handed to him. Kwan Ben Yahweh said, served them. Yes, but I need specifically. Y'all gotta know this UPK history. Hold on, I'm gonna come to you, young man Omar. Barack when I say keep the truth alive. Yes. Trooper Shalah said, served. Yes. What you got, young man Omar?
Salaki, sir. I didn't understand the question. I don't know what those terms mean.
I got you. Satara said, served. Trooper Izan said anything that was needed. Sharabath is the closest. I'm gonna give it to you for time's sake. Sharabath said, got their food and drinks. If you go listen to Commander General Yahanna talk about the 7 heads who established the school, you understand, the 7 head priest. Commander General Yahanna, brother, he was the brother that went to the store and got the chicken and the wine. And it's not to demean him at all, because it's to show you we are in a school where every man in here that's of renown from the top, Commander Yahanna on down, we come from the same background, men that served and worked. And if you are somebody that believes you are above being a servant, you are in the wrong place. Because here's the part that you don't understand. The higher up you get, finish it. Shapat.
The more you serve.
The more you serve. The water, get that in hand. You don't understand the spirit of Christ. You think rank means I'm officer such and such over this many people in this song. I'm such as no. The more rank you get in here is now you are that much more a servant to that many people. Now you have to make yourself available to this many people to fix and help their lives. It's not the church. The church, they give you titles, they give you positions, and it's to make you look good and feel good. Oh, this is the minister of the music ministry. Why do you Christians add the word ministry to everything and think it's holy? Y'all playing spades in church. Oh, this is minister such and such over the spades ministry, over the dice ministry, over the gambling ministry. You add a ministry to the end of anything you think is holy. It's not. You understand? Commander General Yahanna was the brother that the 7 heads will send to run to the store and grab some chicken and wine and bring it back for everybody. If you are a brother in here that's working, do not ever think nobody else knows what you went through or what you're doing. We all came up the same way. All of us. From the best of us to the least of us. You understand? Zabalawam said, I remember General Hyman once, the best servant is the best leader. That's the Bible. You want to be a good leader, you have to be the best servant. And that's why I can tell what a brother going to be in the truth by how he is as a trooper. The best trooper is the best officer. You a trooper that somebody got to tell you to go help. Somebody got to tell you now to go fix these brothers' problems. Somebody has to tell you to do your job. Somebody has to tell you to handle this and handle that. You're a trooper. Salaki, sir, I'll take that, sir. Salaki, sir, I'll carry it, sir. Salaki, sir, I got this, sir. Salaki, sir, let me, please, if I may, sir, I'll carry it. You that type of trooper, guess what? You are going to be the officer that saves lives. That brothers can call and know he's going to handle this. I'm just telling you what it is. You understand? Right? So now, Shalom, kind of why I see you. So now, where we at? I feel like I'm getting off top of the sickness. Got me a little a little bugged out. I'm here, but I'm not all the way here. But we gonna rock and roll. Where we at? Please.
We're at the Book of Solomon.
That's right. Song of Solomon, chapter 1,
verse 10.
Verse 10. Let's start from the top. Let's break this down to prove that jewelry and gold teeth and jewels in your teeth, that's Israelite custom. That's not that's not new. We've been doing this a very long time. What has been, what is has already been. That's what the scripture says. There is nothing new underneath the sun. Please read what you got, brother.
The book of Song of Solomon, chapter 1, verse 10. Thy cheeks are comely with rows of jewels.
Start right there. Thy cheeks, your cheeks. It's not talking about your actual cheeks. It's talking about inside your mouth, your teeth. Your teeth are beautiful, are attractive, are nice to look at with what?
Rows of jewels.
Rows of jewels. This is describing exactly what Black and Hispanic people have always done and still do today. We call them grills or fronts. Putting gold and jewels in our mouths. This is the age-old thing. You think this is new? It's not. We have been doing this since the Bible, and this is why I love the Bible, because for those who try to discount the Hispanics, you ain't met a real, excuse me, you ain't seen gold in your teeth until you see some of the Hispanics. Brother, they Jones be fly. You understand? Like when I got my grill, I got mine modeled after the Hispanics because I like how theirs look. They call them open face. Some of y'all don't know. I'm about to get a little carnal. They're the open face joints. You got the grills where it's just solid, and then you got the grills where it's just the trim, and you can see the tooth in the window. It's open face. You gotta look it up. You know what I'm talking about? Just look it up. I got that from the Hispanics, brother. Because my entire life, I've seen Mexicans and El Salvadorians and Panamanians have golds in their mouth with the open face, three sets and 2 sets and bottom sets or 1 sets. And then forget about it, Judah. That's right, Chuba Halak. You understand? Belize, Guatemala, Salvador. You understand? Forget about the tribe of Judah. Brother, we've been doing golds forever with the Hispanics. That's something that we are known for. And then you realize, oh, they were doing that in the Bible. This is King Solomon. King Solomon, brother, the son of David. You thought you invented fly. I know. I understand. It's Israelite custom to think you the flies nigga too. Unfortunately, you are not the flies nigga. And you're not the first flies nigga. We come from a lineage of fly people. Please, young man Omar then Shapat.
Salaki, sir. We are the salt of the earth.
That's what the Bible says. That's what the Bible says. That's what the Bible says. We are the flavor, the salt, the flavor, that's seasoning. That's what we are on the earth. You want to get something you want to know if something is cool. White people know this. You have to get Blacks and Hispanics to accept it. You have to get them to do it and accept it. If we don't take hold of it, it's not cool. You think I'm making this up? This is what executives who are in charge of billion-dollar companies sit in boardrooms and discuss. It's not going to be successful if those niggas and those spics do not take hold of it, because we are the standard of what is cool, what is fly, what is hip, what's trendy. The Bible says Jacob is the former of all things, meaning we are the creator of everything. You understand? Please, Shapat, what you got?
I forgot, sir.
No sweat.
What was the question?
I forgot too. No sweat. Thy cheeks are comely with rows of jewels. King Solomon, brother, his teeth were beautiful, attractive with jewels. You understand? Trooper Halak said the Mayans have a documentary where they will put jade green stones and red rubies in their mouth. You seeing that come back too. For a long time, it was just gold and silver and platinum. Now you seeing brothers and sisters getting more creative, and now you got all type of weird artistic grills. I think it's weird, but that's just my personal opinion. I like traditional things sometimes. If you like all the extra weird stuff, get it. The vampire fangs and all that, go ahead, get it. That's you. I'm just talking about what I like. What you're seeing now is you type in grills, brother, and They got, you can get all type of little gold figurines and all just whatever you want now. You can get it on your teeth. Me personally, there's nothing better than just an old school gold 2 set. Y'all don't be surprised either. When I get my money right, like Kanye said, I'm popping out with a 3 set up top and on the bottom crisscross like this. I'm telling you what I'm going to get. So when I do it, y'all act like I'm brand new. I'm telling you, when I get my money right, I'm going to pop out with a 3 set open face on the right side of top and a 3 set open face on the left side on the bottom. Just like this. 3 right here, 3 right here. I'm just telling you. Go ahead, Shapak.
So that looked like a gold checkerboard.
Yes.
You hear?
Like a gold checkerboard, brother. I want my shit to look ghetto. You understand? I want people to see me and say, that nigga got them shiesty golds. That nigga like he might swindle you. That's what I want mine to look like. You understand? That's right, kind of why I'm extra. Me too. Mathias said my grandmother and uncles had the open face. That's right. Them the ones I like. The solid, the open face, whatever you like, get it. It's our culture. Pay your tithes first, though.
Right.
You understand? King Lee Elliott. What did Scott Smith say? King Lee Elliott, you got to exit out the stream and come back in. You real late, brother. That was at the beginning. Exit out and come back in. All right, so where we at? Let's drop that. Give me another precept about the jewelry. Shapat, what we got?
Got the book of Ezekiel, chapter 16, verse 8.
Right.
I can go further down, but this when the Lord first seen us.
Okay.
Come concern. Now, when I passed by thee and looked upon thee, behold, the time was the time of love. And I spread my skirt over thee and covered thy nakedness. Yea, I swear unto thee and entered into a covenant with thee, saith the Lord of God. Thou becamest mine.
Thou becamest what?
Mine.
The Lord is talking about the children of Israel being God's people. Again, God does not love everybody. We are not all God's people. That is a lie created by the Christian doctrine. God hates. I don't know if y'all know that. If you're white and you're watching this, God hates you. Not because you're white, but because you're not the children of Israel. If you're African and you're watching this, God does not love you. If you're East Indian, you're Arab, you're Asian, whoever else, if you're not Black, Hispanic, or Native American, Black, Latino, Native American, or First Nation, God does not love you. He only loves his people, his children. And that's what we're reading right here. Go ahead, priest.
Like amazing. Hence, we just left the Passover celebrating how the Lord unalived Africans just because he loved us.
That's right.
So how can you celebrate a Passover?
That's right. That's why it's so funny for a Jewish man or an African to celebrate the Passover. If you're Jewish, how can you celebrate the Passover when you were never in Egypt? How can Jewish people celebrate the slaughter of the Africans and being delivered from Egypt when Jewish people were never in Egypt? And you Africans forget about it. We celebrating the death of y'all. That's who we celebrating. We celebrating when God killed the firstborn of you, not us. You're African. You could never be an Israelite. You could never come into the UPK. You can never observe the Passover because the Passover is us celebrating the death of you because you were our oppressor and slave master at that time. Go ahead, Shapat.
That's heavy, sir. But you know, an African celebrating the Passover, it's like a Native American celebrating Thanksgiving.
Exactly what it's like. Or a Jewish man celebrating the Holocaust. It's asinine. It's backwards. You understand? Where we at? Please read what you got. Keep reading.
Verse 9. Then washed I thee with water. Yea, I thoroughly washed away the blood from thee. And I anointed thee with oil. I clothed thee also with broidered work.
So now the Lord is describing how he's bringing the children of Israel up from the dust. When you read from the dust in the scriptures, just like Adam was made from the dust, meaning he was brought up from the dust, it's not literal. A lot of you think when it says Adam was formed from the dust, that it was God taking dirt and making Adam. That's not true. Adam was born the same way you were born, by your father having sex with your mother. Adam and Eve had parents. Adam and Eve were not the first people on the earth. When the Bible talks about Adam being formed from the dust, it's talking about Adam coming into the truth. Just like everybody that's in this class right now, your former life was dusty. I'm giving it to you as a brother would give it to you. Your former life before the truth was nothing but dusty, dirty, embarrassing, pathetic, low to the ground. Can we all agree? Type of yes in the chat if you could agree that your life before the truth was dusty, dirty, low. Let's see. Shalom, Kwamada, I see. Type of yes or no in the chat. If you agree, say yes. If you don't agree, say no. Go ahead, young man Omar.
I was under a strong delusion that everything was fine and I was getting to the bag.
Young man Omar, brother, you sound like me. I thought because I was making money, life was good. I'm getting to the bag. I got the bag. I'm getting to the bag. That's your whole life in the world. Get to the bag. Go get the money. Go get the money. That was my song in the world, nigga. Push it. Go get the money. Go get the money. That's life. As long as you got money, nigga, it doesn't matter what I do or what I am. I got money. I have money. Yeah, it's a strong delusion. Let's see who all agree or disagree. Some of y'all think my life was good when I was in the world. I had money and bitches and cars. Yeah, you're dusty. Your life was dusty, just like my life was dusty. Right, let me see. Adolphus, Princess Kanawa, Mario, Adolphus, Kwamada, Kapar, P. Fergo, excuse me, Mathaya, Zabalawam, Arawadiat, Shalat said dust storm. I feel you, brother. Sharab Bath, Sathara, Lewiathan said hell yes. Judah, Trooper Izan, Trooper Nasawan. Like, you got to be able to be honest. And the reason, this is why I made everybody type of yes or no. Because if you allow Satan to play you, guess what you'll start to do? Go ahead, brother, please.
Salaki, sir, you will turn back to your old ways.
Before that happens, you're right. But what happens before that happens when you let Satan play you? It's on topic.
You just start to think that it's to no avail, whatever you're doing.
Use close. You right there. Shalom, young man Matthew. I see you. I'm gonna give it to you for time's sake. If you are not able to acknowledge the life you came from was trash, was dirty, was low, Satan will play you to now, when you think about your old life, you'll think about it with good memories. You'll what the white man calls, you'll romanticize your old life. And that's a thing that we tend to do. As humans, it's just how we're hardwired. We tend to remember, this is our brain has a way of protecting itself. So when you think about old things, a lot of times your brain doesn't allow you to think about the bad. It finds a way to think about the good. That's why some of you still thinking about that one girlfriend or that one boyfriend. You think about the few good times it was, but you forget the reality of why you're not with the mug, why you're not with them no more, because they were a demon. Yeah. See, if you have to be able to admit and remember the thing you came from was dirty, was nasty, was despicable, was low, was dusty. If you are not able to remember the life you used to live was that, you'll start to now romanticize that life. And that's what happens before you go. You want to know how somebody can go back to their old life? It's because they don't view their old life properly. You have to view that old life as something that you despise. Precept. I know you're not going to get it. I know you're not going to get it. You have to despise sin and eschew evil. That's the precept you need. You have to see what you used to be, and you have to literally hate it. If you don't hate it, you're going to go back to it because it wasn't that bad. Well, life wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad when I was in the world. Your mind tricks you into remembering all the few good things and ignoring the mountain of negative. There's a reason why you're here. Remember how you got here. Remember what state you were in when you got here. Me, I'd never forget it. It's what keeps me going. As if I don't have a choice regardless, but it helps me to remember, nigga, you prayed to be here. You didn't know it was here. That's right. Barakatah Yahweh Yahweh Shai. You didn't know what the truth was and what God looked like. But I remember being on the bus, going to my little class. I had 2 classes at the community college. I got kicked out of regular college after 1 semester. And I was trying to do the right thing. And I had 2 classes at the community college. And I'm taking the city bus to go there, working 2 jobs. And I remember being on the city bus and I'll be praying out loud, but quietly, looking out the window. And I'm like, Lord, I don't know what's real. I don't know what's fake. I just know if you're real, show me. And I remember how low I was and how desperate and how sad and how depressed and how confused and broken and weary I was. And I never forget it. So when I have days like today where I'm overcoming the cold and I have to fight road rage coming from Philly down here, you understand? And I'm tired and I'm hot and I'm cold and I'm hungry and I'm thirsty, but I'm full at the same time. Brother, it's a good day to be in here. I remember what it was like to be on the other side. And you have to remember how low and dirty and dusty the old life was, or you'll go back to it. You'll start to see it as something that's worth going back to. It's nothing worth going back to. That's right, Lewiathan. That's right, Kwamadan. Right? Go ahead, brother, please.
Salakia, sir. I was in a little bit of a funk today because I was romanticizing my old dusty life.
That's right.
As I'm now walking in repentance.
That's right.
And in full truth. And it just, this world and all the things, you know, you have to look away and putting your old man to bed, you know, to rest in the grave. You know, it's a full commitment. Today I looked in the mirror, I said, Yahweh Shai died for me. I have to kill my old self.
That's right. Well said. Give him a hand. And guess what? You better. Not just you. Everybody that's watching, if you don't, you step on Christ's sacrifice. That's in the Bible. Christ didn't die for you to be dusty. Of course, I'm using the word dusty to be facetious. But that's in the Bible. You understand? To be brought from the dust means to be brought from a low state. From low. Christ didn't die for you to be in a low state. Christ died so that you can be in a low state and say, oh, I don't have to be. I'm not supposed to be in a low state. I'm supposed to be like him. When you don't be like him, when you don't kill the old man, you spit on the torture and the murder of Christ. You understand? That's what you do. Keep reading, please.
Verse 10, I clothed thee also with bordered work and shod thee with badger skin, and I girded thee about with fine linen.
It's describing all the flyness the Lord gave us. Broidered works. A lot of you brothers and sisters, you showed up to the black party and the Passover and the Feast of Unleavened Bread with what we're describing. There's a sister in North Carolina. I forgot who her husband is. Please forgive me. I just know her name is Stitched by Nye. I forgot who I believe her husband is Officer Quatazar in Ohio.
Yes, concert.
Okay, the water. There's a sister whose name popped up in my mind, Stitched by Nye. the wife of Officer Chaazaq, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm wrong, correct me and forgive me. But brother, this sister Stitched by Nye does embroidered work where she makes custom patches,
right?
Custom whatever you need. Nigga, if we are not the people in the Bible, what are you talking about? You ain't fly until you get one of her patches. You ain't fly until you get embroidered by Stitched by Nye. And she's not the only one. She's just the first one that come to my mind. I implore all you sisters in the UPK, 3 things: learn how to stitch, learn how to braid, learn how to cook.
Right.
This the off of default. If you're a sister in here, I implore you to at least learn them 3 things. You understand? Learn those 3. Stitch. Learn how to sew. When I say stitch, sew. Learn how to sew. Learn how to braid and learn how to cook. And if you can do all 3 of those, oh, you understand? You in a good place. Please, your pop.
Dr. May, she the one who did Officer Chaazaq's medic vest that he has.
Yes, she did. That's
yeah,
right.
That is her.
That's her. You understand? Excellent work. Fly. This is what the Lord is describing. You understand? Embroidered work. Putting on fine linen. I grew up in church, so a lot of you don't know this. Type in the chat. Let's see who all grew up in the church heavy like I did. The old me did. Salaki, not me. I ain't never been to church. But the old man, the old dusty man that used to be called me. What day do you wear that fine linen if you go to church? Anybody know? What day? Hold on, young man. Omar. I know you know it. Benjamin, no. Benjamin is like Judah. We super Christian. Issachar too. Hell, now I think about it, all the tribes are super Christian. Because Levi is super Christian, Issachar, Zebulun. Look, they already know what I'm talking about. 2 of them got the right answer already. Go ahead, Shapak.
I didn't even go to church. I was going to say Easter.
Yes.
Because that's the only day that my family went to church. So they had to be that day.
The water. Trooper Shalak got it. Kapah got it. Young man Matthew, Maria, Sathara, Easter. Brother, Easter was reserved for that fine linen. And I remember I had a linen suit. I remember. I had a tan linen 2-piece. And I remember when in that space, nigga, I thought I was fly. Oh, I thought I was fly, nigga. That linen is breathable too. It's light, it's breathable. You understand? I put that iron, I had to turn the iron real low because you can't put a lot of heat on the iron. Some of y'all don't even know what I'm talking about. Y'all don't know if y'all know this. You know the young kids don't iron they clothes. I think my generation is the last generation to iron clothes. You got to turn that heat on that iron low for that linen. You don't need a lot of heat for that linen. You got to turn it low so you don't burn that mug. I remember turning the heat low on that iron and iron that tan linen 2-piece. And I only wore that on Easter Sunday. This because the linen was fly. You understand? Well, the Bible is talking about us wearing fine linen, not for Easter, but just because it's Tuesday, nigga. I'm gonna throw y'all off summertime. Get in. When y'all see me coming here with a linen 2-piece with some fringes, just because it's Tuesday, y'all gonna be like, oh, this nigga really an Israelite for real. I'm gonna do it with my goals. I'm waiting till I get the goals and come in here with linen. I'm gonna come in with the whole thing. Go ahead, Shapak.
It's like, hey, I know you're gonna look fly. I think Austin the Kamaya beat you to it.
He beat me to it. He beat me to it in the truth. Austin Kamaya, I believe it was last time I was in Texas.
Awesome.
The last time we was in Texas, 2021, Officer Kamiya's garment was a 2-piece linen joint with jewels and studs on it. This is what we describing. The linen. Linen is real fly. It's always been fly to us. Keep reading.
I'm constant. And I covered thee with silk.
I covered the. You know we love some silk. I look at all the pictures of the old gangsters in DC, and all them niggas had on silk shirts. Silk Versace shirts. I'm like, I don't know what it was in DC that them niggas love them silk Versace and shirts. All the old pictures. It's just, I don't know if it's just a DC thing. I'm in a bunch of DC groups on Facebook, so I like to see. They got a lot of pictures of in the clubs And it might be like that in other cities too, but in the clubs, they will take pictures where you can take pictures with a backdrop. And any nigga that was getting money in DC of a certain generation, all them niggas wore silk shirts because silk is fly. Trooper Shala said, my mother kept me in funky turtlenecks that was itchy. That must have been the wool Jones. I had one like that too. You understand? Them wool turtlenecks. Oh, we was fly though. You understand? Go ahead.
Oh, concert.
Hold on 1 second. Right. Right. Read what you got, please. Keep reading.
Come, sir. I decked thee also with ornaments, and I put bracelets upon thy hands.
Now we get into the jewelry and the flyness, ornaments. Officer Godaiwan in Austin, Texas, had a garment where he had, brother, just jewelry, random beads and jewelry hanging from his garment, like a Christmas tree. Not like a Christmas tree in the sinful way, but I'm saying that's the only way you can visualize it, because that's our only metric of how exuberant it is. But I one had a garment with just ornaments just hanging from his garment, just random fly stuff. This is what it's talking about. You understand? Keep reading.
I put bracelets upon thy hands and a chain on thy neck.
Bracelets. These are bracelets. You thought a bracelet was just a gold. You know, these are bracelets. Bracelets, a chain upon thy neck. I think that's just UPK a starter kit.
Right.
That's what I thought. You understand? A chain and bracelets is just
right.
UPK starter kit.
Right.
Troopers got that. Officers of 50 got that. Yeah. Here's what they don't teach you. You come in here, young brother, you gonna get fly.
Right.
Yeah. See, we ain't dusty in here. Figuratively and literally. You're not allowed to be dusty in the UPK. I don't give a damn how much money you have or you don't have. You can't be dusty in here. You come in here, you are going to get fly in your own spirit. And that's what's beautiful about it. We ain't like Esau and the fake Israelites where we all got on the same thing. No, brother. You're gonna get fly according to your vibe. You understand? Go ahead, Shapat.
It's like, if I may, I just know everything in every school in the UPK is the same. And I remember hearing many a time camp leaders like, okay, you got your officers test. You know, I see what you're doing. I need you to step the flyness up. You know what I mean? Like whether you would just, put some color in the game, put some studs on it, shine your boots,
turn it up.
Third. Like if you wasn't doing enough, turn it up.
They don't understand. They don't understand. They think it's carnal. Christians think that's wrong and it's carnal. No, it's holy.
Oh, God.
You know what is heathen culture? To be dusty. That's why if I pull a picture, let's just do it for fun. I ain't got a lot of time. I got 30 minutes. We getting out of here on time today, y'all. I like it.
I hear that.
Let me see. Let's pull a picture of give me a billionaire.
Jeff Bezos.
Let me show you what $1 billion look like when you're a heathen. Let me see images. I need a full body. Let me see if I can find a full body. Please.
In the truth, I've always known in my time that the truth doesn't change.
That's right.
It's the truth. And the way we break down these scriptures, it's always the same thing every single time.
Right. Every
time when I taught this, and this is one of my favorite when it comes to us being fly, right here in Ezekiel. It was brought up. Okay, give me a billionaire. That's Esau. Now think of a poor one.
Yeah.
They look the same.
That's right.
Then give me Floyd Mayweather. He's a multi-millionaire. That's us. That's Jacob.
Right.
Now give me a poor one. He still look fly. You know what I'm saying? Like it just is the more, you know, you just being the truth, you just realize that we like an oak tree. Like we don't even move. You know, it's just same every single time.
Right. Chappelle, what you said is the truth. Zoom out. So I can see the whole thing. It's all tripping. Let me get out here. Give me 1 second, y'all. Hold on, let me get y'all one.
It's command and something.
Yeah, I got the command part. I'm trying to here we go. Open image and new tab. That's what I needed. I'm gonna share it for y'all. Just y'all bear with me. It's all to a point. And like Shapat said, this is UPK. It's broken down the same way. You know what I'm saying? Share screen. Ta-da, right there. Put it right there. Share. Somebody look up Jeff Bezos' net worth real quick, please. This is what $1 billion look like when you're a heathen. $1 billion. Y'all seen the chain on his neck? Hold on. Can y'all type of yes or no if y'all can see that? Let me make sure y'all can see it. Before I start to roast them, I'm about to roast them down. Let me know if y'all can see this devil before I roast him. The water. Hold that for me 1 second. Can y'all see this? Yes or no? I don't think they can see it. Anybody saying nothing. Okay, Shalai said la. Hold on. Shalai said la. Maria and that's the one said they can. Hold on. What's going on? Okay, Shalai said he can now. Okay. King Elliott said he looked like Bill Nye, the guy. Bill Nye, smart guy, lame. All right, okay, y'all can see it. This is what $1 billion look like. Do we got a chain on? Do we got bracelets on? Is he like the Bible describes? Young man Omar, give me the net worth of Jeff Bezos. Excuse me. Salaki.
Salaki, sir. Jeff Bezos' net worth as of today is 249 billion USD.
200 and what?
249 billion US dollars.
249 billion US dollars. And this is how plain he look. This is how plain he look. Look at that. Let me show you. Now let me show you something. Let me show you Israel. Y'all give me your favorite rapper. No, I'm gonna go ahead. Go ahead, young man Omar.
Just to add to it, he's worth all that money and his wives keep leaving him, and it's probably because he looked like that, sir. Salaki.
Well, that's definitely part of it. He's white. You know what I'm saying? And there's nothing appealing. It's when somebody's in their right mind to be with a white man. Yeah, me too. Hold on. There we go. Open image, new tab. That's what I needed. Okay. Command plus. All right. Make sure this is shared. Share the screen. All right. Y'all let me know if y'all can see Quavo. Shalai said LL Cool J. Let me know if y'all can see Quavo. Shalom, sis. We got Zabalawa in the building. Get him a hand. Yeah. He looking like, what can I tear up today? Yes, sir. Got the mighty man in the building, right? Tell me if y'all can see Quavo on the screen. Yes or no? Okay, Trooper Nasawan said, yeah, he can see it. Cool. Look at this. Young man Omar, type up the net worth for Quavo, please. The net worth for Quavo. What you got? Use the mic too, please. Yeah. Shalom. Let me show you Israel, the difference between the heathen and the child of God. And here's the, I'll wait till I'll save that part to get this. What's the net worth of Quavo? You know how to spell it? You got it?
Sir.
Oh, please read what you got.
As of last month, actually, his estimated to be approximately 40 million, sir.
How much?
40 million.
Now listen, I'm not even a millionaire. I know you sisters that's watching, you thought Chaazaq was rich. I'm not. Chaazaq is not even a millionaire. You understand? What's up about? I'm sick. I can't touch it. You went to the hospital too. Yeah, you got some shots. Oh man, you was crying a little bit. He a soldier. Give him a hand. Some of you scared to go to the doctor. Some of you ain't been to the doctor in 5 years, full of all type of diseases and plagues, because you're scared of the white man and scared of the doctor. You need to go get some help. So now, Quavo net worth is how much, young man Omar?
40 million, sir.
40 million. This is what $40 million look like when you're an Israelite. Jeff Bezos is worth 249 billion would it be? And this is what an Israelite look like with, I don't even know the percentage of how much less that is. Here's the evil part. What will the Christian church say? You got to kind of be locked in with me to know where I'm going with this. What would a Christian church say when they compare Quavo to Jeff Bezos? Shapat, get the mic, please. What would a Christian church say?
That's why he's not a billionaire and black people have a problem getting money because we always spending on frivolous things.
Give Shapat a hand. The water, he locked in. I didn't think nobody was going to get it. The Christian church will say, see, that's why he's not a billionaire. Look at all that. Look at all them rings and diamonds and chains and golds and jewels. And the church will make it seem like we don't have anything because we're fly. You're an idiot. Can't you realize if you were spiritual, the princes are living like servants and the servants have money? That's the problem. Jeff Bezos is dressed like a slave because he's a servant. That's why white men don't get what you call gaudy. That's the word they use. When I was coming up, young man Omar, I'm pretty sure you know this word, man. You ever remember the word tacky? They just say that word. Oh, that's tacky.
Go on, sir. Go on.
That's tacky. Christians call that tacky or gaudy. You see, the white man, he's not tacky or gaudy because he's not meant to dress like a prince. He's a damn servant. So, of course, Jeff Bezos is going to be playing with $240 billion. Of course, a prince of Israel is going to be like that with much less money. We're not suffering because of this. We're suffering because we reject the knowledge of God. Barak Wanasa, they say, but Edomites have things they spend millions on too. They say that too. Right? Where we at? What scripture we at? Let's finish this. Right, let's finish that.
Verse 11. No, the verse 12. And I put a jewel on thy forehead.
Stop. I gotta put another picture for you. Because we laughed at this little nigga for doing it. And I was the only one that defended this little nigga. I remember. Let me show you something. Hold on. Watch this. Watch this. Now, I ain't telling y'all this is who you should be like, young brothers. By all means, that's not what I'm saying when I pull this little nigga up. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to find a picture where he not looking so gay like he normally do. And this is the best one I can get, y'all. Please forgive me. Damn, why I keep doing that? Double click. There we go. Image new tab. All right, let me share this one. All right, y'all let me know. Hold on. Let me share it. Share screen. Pow. Read that verse again, please.
And I put a jewel on thy forehead.
I put a jewel on thy forehead. Let me know if y'all can see Uzi. This is a rapper. You know what I'm saying? This is a rapper by the name of Lil Uzi. He's for the younger kids, the younger generation. He got a couple songs I like, but I wouldn't tell your sons to subscribe to be like him because he's very zesty. Very, very zesty. But I remember when he got this diamond put on his forehead, and so many people was like, the diamond was worth, I think, like $1 million. And everybody was talking about him. When I said, you know, if you think this is outlandish, you have no clue who we are in our kingdom. Brother, I've seen sisters. Y'all may not have seen this. I've seen a couple sisters put diamonds right above their breast, just like this. You see how that's in his forehead? I've seen sisters do that. They got now I ain't talking about the piercing where they got this pierced. I'm talking about they have the diamond implanted on their chest, just like that is. If you think that's outlandish, you don't understand Israel. We are people that the white man will call tacky, gaudy, flashy, over the top. That's who we are. And the only reason why it looks out of place is because our position right now. It looks out of place when you the people that live in poverty. It looks out of place when you're the people on the bottom. It's not out of place if you are the people that's supposed to be on top. If you are the rich people on earth, you would expect it. This is what Jeff Bezos should have went and got. This nigga got on a regular button up from the same place I got mine, Walmart. Wally World. Jeff Bezos get his jeans and shirts from the same place I get mine, the thrift store. And he's a billionaire. This is what I expect you devils to do when you got billions. Jeff Bezos should have had 3 of these on his forehead. He can't because he's a servant. So he doesn't know what to do with jewels and stones and money. Guess what he does spend money on? Child prostitutes. A ticket to Epstein Island, where he can molest children and eat children and do whatever else abominations and satanic rituals they was doing on Epstein Island. White people, you don't need money. I'm not mad at you that you're playing. On Chaazaq plantation, you're going to dress like Jeff Bezos every day. You're going to tuck in your button-up shirt. You're going to wear your blue jeans. You're going to wear your flip-flops like you like to wear. You can't wear regular shoes. You got to wear flip-flops. So that's where you try to run. I can hear that clack, 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 clack. You try to run away, I'm going to hear it. Leave the jewels and the foreheads to us. Leave the chains and the bracelets and teeth. Leave all the tackiness and the flashiness. Leave it to us. We'll do it. Because we're the people that the Lord said should be on top anyways. Keep reading. Go ahead.
If I may, he also try to unbutton his shirt. He ain't even got no taco meat to show off. You know what I'm saying?
Good night. He ain't even a man.
If I could, you was talking about what they gonna wear on the plantation. On mine, all that it's winter time and you wearing shorts. Y'all don't even get pants in mine.
Yeah, you wearing shorts.
You get a long sleeve. I want you to look just like you did in your kingdom.
You sound like me, Shapat. You gonna wear a hoodie, shorts, and flip-flops on my plantation. That's your uniform. That's right. Get out of here. Lord alive. You white people are going to wear hoodies, shorts, and flip-flops while you pick cotton and you in the coal mines. You understand? Where we at? Keep reading. Let me get this little nigga off the screen. He been up there way a little too long.
Thus was thou decked with gold and silver, and thy raiment was of fine linen and silk and broidered work. Thou didst eat fine flour.
You start right there. You get the point. We are fly people, brother. Never let the Christian church make you feel bad for coming into your spirit. Brother, did you see the sisters' corsages? The white and the red ones? Brother, I've seen one that had Mariah, which is always the top of Zar's rib. She had the red corsage, but it had the donkey on it because that's the symbol for the tribe of Issachar. But brother, the donkey is iced out and different colored jewels. I said, Nigga, we the ones that's supposed to have the money. Look at what we do with fake jewels. I don't know if y'all noticed. This all fake jewelry. You see these rings I got? I want to bust anybody bubble that's watching. You understand? Because I don't have money. So just nobody in here does. You understand? So if you want a brother in here or a sister in here, don't do it for money. You're doing it for real love. You understand? These rings is not real. This chain not real. You understand? Them glorious crowns that the brothers make. I know they look real, and I know they dance like diamonds, but them ain't diamonds. Not yet. That's why we should have that. We should have the money, because look what we do with nothing. Look what we do with the lowest of things. It's obvious, brother. The princes and princesses are living like the servants, and the servants are in our position. Things are upside down, and Christ is going to come back and restore the proper order. That's what the return of Christ is. That's right, Shalat. That cubic zirconium. You brothers in here make that cubic zirconium dance. You understand? I could imagine what you're going to do with the stones and diamonds and jewels that we're going to get in the kingdom. I can only imagine. Please go ahead, Shapot.
The first day I ever met Commander Yahanna was here in this building, and he walked past me. He looked back and he was like, "That's a hell of a headpiece." And during his show, he asked Cotton Mashak to turn the camera around and look at my headpiece. And he was like, "We're gonna be in the kingdom buying headpieces from Shaphat Ayak's grandchildren."
I remember when he said it,
and he was like, somebody gonna be inquiring, fake Israelite gonna be inquiring. And he'd be like, "Oh yeah, yeah, how much they cost?" He'd be like, "Yeah, they like $1 million, but he'll work with you."
He work with you.
You went to school,
right?
He was like, "Nah." He's like, "Oh, nah, the waiting list is
that's it.
It's too long, right?"
And Shapot, and I told you this. I think it was you. I talking to Shapot or somebody else. I can't remember. I speak to so many brothers. As far as brothers not being ashamed, and sisters too that do work, don't be ashamed of your prices. Now, if you somebody that's greedy and you extorting the school with your prices, somebody gonna tell you about it. Don't worry about it. You out of order. But you brothers and sisters that do good work and you charge a fair price, do not feel ashamed about that price, because not only what you do is good work, but you have something that is not readily available. A lot of people don't understand basic economics, supply and demand. Future can't get one of those. I ain't gonna turn the camera because I'm gonna turn it back. It's gonna be messed up. But Shapot, he got a crown on right now that he made. Chris Brown and Usher, they going on tour. They can't get one of those. Yeah, get a Lord of hand. You understand? A lot of you sisters, you look at Chris Brown and Usher and you worship them and you so enamored with them for whatever reason, whatever. Somebody got to be the dumb one. You understand? But then you have brothers like Shapot and Nakawan in Louisiana. Brother, Chris Brown, Usher, R. Kelly, Diddy, 50 Cent, they can't get what you have on your head right now. By basic economics, the value of that automatically skyrockets because everybody doesn't have access to it, which is a little tidbit for you sisters too. You a woman, when everybody can have access to you, you're not valuable. You've had the least amount of access people have to you, the more valuable you are. That's just basic economics. And that's why those things that y'all wear and that you sisters create, you sisters sew things and make things, you brothers make things and create things. In here, it's valuable because not everybody has access to even get it. It's not even a matter of do you have enough money. I don't care if you got enough money. You can't get this if you're not in here, which makes the value skyrocket. Go ahead, priest.
Man, they're being broke down in Proverbs. Everybody think they're a Proverbs woman. It says, who can find a virtuous woman? That's right. Whereas everybody found you back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Well, this, that, and the third. You better come in here and be reborn.
Yeah, she probably jump with the dagger in the sister's hearts. Not in here, of course. The sisters in here are Proverbs 31 women. I'm talking about the broads that's watching and thinking they could be halfway in the world and halfway in the truth. Don't work like that, baby girl. You want a man to not view you as all the men that you've been with, you have to be all the way in here. That's the only way you get to be brand new. You want to straddle the line and be here and here. Well, now a man's going to view you. He's going to look in your face and he's going to see all the men that lay down with you in your face. The only way you can become new with a fresh start is if you come in here all the way. Same for you brothers. Brothers got past too. I've done terrible things. You want brothers to look at you as somebody completely new, you got to be all the way in here, or else we'll just look at you as that thing, whatever you were and did in the world. And I know you don't want that. I know you don't want brothers in here to look at you and know what you used to do, you know. But where we at? What time is it? I said we leaving on time tonight. Okay, yeah, I said on time, but you know how black people talk. Hey, you said 3 minutes. God damn, Shabbat. Hey, the 3 turned to 13. All right. We leaving on time-ish. I got to talk like the white man for niggas like Shabbat. He said 3 minutes. 3. He gave it a shot clock. Go ahead, priest.
I want you to keep going on.
Yeah.
We not done.
Yeah, I understand. We about to be done, though. Give me 13 minutes for y'all that's watching, right? I'll have to save Amalek for another time. What else we got? Any questions in the room? Any questions online? Type it in. Johnny Taylor had a question. Go ahead, young man Omar, please.
So my sister's a Christian, and I heard her today talking with some other women, and they were talking about Nephilims and sirens and mermaids, and that the Nephilim and sirens are the sirens are the mothers of the Nephilims and all this and all that. And I'm just like, I don't know. Salaki, sir. Sorry.
I understand. I'm gonna give you exactly what you need. You got the precept I need. Now, if you get that support, I'll be impressed.
Just with Genesis 6:1. Stop there.
The time thing. The precept?
No.
Nah, it's a precept I need to dispel this real fast. It's in Corinthians. I'll get it for you. Let me break this down. I'm gonna pull it up for you. I'm gonna give Shabbat a chance because usually Shabbat locked in, so he gonna get it. I'm gonna break this down. He probably gonna get it. We're talking about Nephilim, sirens, and mermaids. Some of y'all don't know what that is. Nephilim is the belief in the world. People usually get high, or the conspiracy theorists, or they learning from bug outs. Nephilim is the belief that the angels that were cast, that they believe were cast out of heaven, came down to earth and had sex with human women, and their offspring were giants, or what they would call Nephilim. And they believe that when the Lord flooded the earth to kill off the Nephilim, the giants, the half human, half angel offspring. And that's why we don't have them anymore, because the flood killed them off. That's what Nephilim are. A siren is a water woman, a woman that lives in a siren and a mermaid are the same thing. A siren and a mermaid are the mystical. Again, all this is fake, by the way, y'all. This is not real. Nephilim, sirens, mermaids. Ariel's not real. I hate to break it to you. Ariel's not real. Crabs don't sing under the sea. Flounder do not have good songs. Flounder, you understand, it's not real. Sirens and mermaids are women that they believe live in the water, and they have a song, and they sing this song, and it attracts men to go into the water, and then they drown because the siren song is so beautiful. It's a bunch of heebie-jeebie garbage. I used to believe in it too. That's why I know what it is off the top of my head. I see Shabbat didn't get the precept yet, and nobody else did either. Here's what you need to disprove all of that, right? Get me You got Hebrew in the jet today, Taibar. Yeah, I'm jealous. Give me 1 Corinthians 15 and 40. Here's what you need, young man Omar, for your mother and your sister. And listen, they ain't no different than how I was, brother. I believe the same thing. I'm telling you straight up and down, I believe the exact same thing. I believe that giants were the product of the angels, the fallen angels having sex with the humans. And there's really mermaids. I didn't believe it when I stopped getting high. When I put the drugs away, brother, I stopped. It's coincidentally, I stopped believing it. Go ahead, Shapak.
If I may.
Like,
I don't know, maybe it was a question or something, but I get you on this one. I really get you on this one.
Yeah,
while we go here.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's okay. I knew you would have got it in normal circumstances. Read what you got, please.
Book of 1 Corinthians, chapter to what we at? 15 and 40.
Yes.
There are also celestial bodies and bodies terrestrial.
Stop right there. Give me verse 39. What does 39 say?
Concept.
1 Corinthians 15 and 39.
Concept. 1 Corinthians chapter 15, verse 39. Flesh is not the same flesh.
Flesh is not the same flesh. Meaning what? What does that mean? Flesh is not the same flesh. It's not. It shouldn't be hard. There was a sister, and never mind. I ain't gonna say it. She don't need no attention. Flesh is not the same flesh. What does that mean? Go ahead, priest.
I mean, you shouldn't lay down with white women.
Of the water. That means just because that white woman in your mind got a big butt, like a sister, doesn't mean that's the same big butt. You know what I learned early on the truth? When I see white women that have shape or Africans that have shape, here's what I train myself to look at it like. You brothers ever see a dog that's well built? And I ain't talking about a dog that you want to do something with, because that's not how we think. I'm talking about when you see a dog and you like, that's a sturdy dog. Damn, that dog is stout. Like, that dog looks strong. You ever see a dog where you can admire, like, that dog got good genes? That's how you got to look at white women that got big butts. You know, them African women got big funky tails. You understand? I don't know if y'all knew that or not. I learned that when I moved to Maryland. It ain't a lot of Africans where I come from. A lot of Africans over here, and I found out the hard way. Africans over here, brother, oh, they got tails. You can't be moved and persuaded by the African tail. You got to look at it as a well-built pit bull. Oh, that pit bull got some good shoulders on. Look at that pit bull chest. Look at the muscles on that pit bull. Look at that German Shepherd's ears. Look at them ears standing up real straight. Yeah, I don't want to have sex with a goddamn pit bull and German Shepherd, though. Right. You got to look at it like that. A white woman with a big tail and Africans with a big tail and they got a shape. Nigga, it's like a German Shepherd with good shoulders. A pit bull with a strong chest. That's the end of that. You understand? All flesh is not the same flesh. Just because something has flesh doesn't mean we're all the same. Keep reading. I'm going to break it down even further.
Don't come.
Shalom, Dashwakwa. I see you, sis. You understand? Go ahead.
There is one kind of flesh of men.
There is one kind of flesh of men. Go ahead.
Another flesh of beasts.
Another flesh of beasts, meaning animals and men will never have the same flesh. What are mermaids? And of course, they're not real, but what do people believe mermaids are? Let me get young man Omar, because this question is careful. You got it?
Salaki, sir. They are half fish, half human.
The water. Mermaids and sirens, because they're the same thing. Mermaids and sirens are, and of course, again, these are not real. But according to the belief, mermaids and sirens are half fish, half humans. What are the Nephilim according to their beliefs? Young man Omar.
These are the product of angels coming down, sleeping with the women.
Half angel, half human. The Bible says there's a, read it again, please. Let's go. We're about to finish it.
Come. There is one kind of flesh of men.
There's one flesh that belongs to men, meaning Men have one sort of flesh, one nature. Go ahead.
Another flesh of beast.
Another of beast. You will never see half man and animal. I know the white man, he does experiments trying to do it. You won't see it. The Lord made a separation. That's why I'm human can't get an animal pregnant. An animal cannot get a human pregnant because we are a separate flesh, a separate nature. Keep reading.
Okay. Another of fishes.
Another different nature of fish. That's why mermaids and sirens are not real, because there's no such thing as a half woman, half fish creature. It's not real. Two different natures. Go ahead.
Okay. And another of birds.
And another of birds. What's the name of the cat who flew too close to the sun in Greek mythology? Icarus.
Hermes.
Hermes is the Greek name. Icarus. You understand? Or Hermes flew. They in Greek and Roman mythology, he had wings like a bird, but he was a human body. They say he flew too close to the sun. Yeah, that's not real. That is stories that the Greeks and Romans believed in because heathens are dumb. You understand? Keep reading.
Wow. There also are celestial bodies.
There are also what?
Celestial bodies.
And keep reading.
And bodies terrestrial.
Somebody type in the chat in your own words. What does celestial mean and what does terrestrial mean? Anybody in the class want to give it a shot? In your own words, what does celestial mean? What does terrestrial mean? Go ahead, young man Omar.
Well, to my, I'm going to just take a shot at it. Celestial body means more of a spiritual entity, and a terrestrial, I believe, is more of a earth walker.
You close. Celestial means, Izan said, heavenly and earthly. That's close. That's real good. Like young man Omar was saying, you understand? You have celestial and terrestrial. Go ahead, Shapat.
Celestial will be of the stars.
Yes.
And then you have terrestrials of the earth.
That's right. Give back what you stole. So terrestrials, humans, celestials, angels. That's literally what it means. But to break down what it is, celestial means of the heavens. Celestial, when you break it down, the word means of the space of the heavens. Celestial beings and terrestrial. The Latin word, the Latin root of terrestrial is terre. Some of y'all you should learn Latin. If you learn Latin, you can know what all Esau's words mean. Terre is the root for terrain or earth. You understand? Terra. There are earthly beings and heavenly beings. They never commingle. Meaning, you don't die and you become an angel. I know we were taught that. I know Ray got killed and you got the shirt with Ray picture on it, but Ray got wings on the shirt. Ray doesn't have wings, baby girl. He's dead. His body's in the dirt. Food for the worms. Ray is born again and a little baby. Tamika is born again and a little baby. Your loved ones don't die and become angels. They don't die and become a different being. That's not what happens. Angels never become humans. Humans never become angels. And they're not able to, in your sick mind, have sex. Can you imagine how sick you have to be to believe that angels could have sex? Like, imagine how depraved and sick you have to believe that heavenly beings have the desire that you have. You're a terrestrial being. You're a human. You need sex in your weakness. There's nothing wrong with that. We're human. We need sex. That's a desire of humans. Angels are not you, dummy. Angels don't have the need and desire to have children, to have sex. You only believe that because the thing that you worship is based off of. The thing that you worship is based off of. Somebody give it to me. I just said it. sex. That's why the Catholic Church has naked white babies and statues of children with priests holding a loaf of bread like it's a penis, and the children underneath a Catholic priest's robe.
Oh.
Everything in the Catholic Church and the Christian Church is about sex, because that is what the white man and the heathens are all about. Everything that they believe in comes back to lust. That's not the Bible. That's not the angels of God. You understand? The angels of God don't need sex. They don't want sex. They don't need children. They don't want children. They are celestial, and their desires and wants are not ours. There's celestial beings and there's terrestrial beings. They never mix. Go ahead, keep reading.
But the glory of the celestial is one.
The glory of the celestial is one, meaning the beauty, the glory, the nature of the angels is their own. It belongs to the angels. We will never get the glory of being an angel. We will never have the glory that the angels get from being celestial. Keep reading.
And the glory of the terrestrial is another.
And guess what? The angels will never get the glory of being human, of us being able to have children and have sex and produce people and to be on earth and do all the things that we get to do. They never mix. Each one has their separate glories. They don't mix. There's no such thing as Nephilim. There's no such thing as fallen angels. There's no such thing as mermaids or sirens or fawns, half man, half goats. Anything that mixes the nature of the two, it's hogwash. You have humans, you have fish, you have beasts, you have angels. They're all separate. The Bible just broke it down for us. Any more on that?
Nah, sir. I don't ever.
Right. You understand? So that's Young Omar. That's what I would give them. 1 Corinthians 15:39 to 40. Go ahead, Shapak.
9:13.
Huh?
9:13, sir.
9 and 13?
No, say it's 9:13
The
p.m.
water, yo, for the time. Yeah, the water. Appreciate that. You understand? If you haven't done so, make sure you hit the like button. You understand? Hit that thumbs up. Share the stream. Type a fire emoji if you made it to the end of the chat, the end of the class. Excuse me. Put that fire emoji in the chat if you made it to the end of the class. Let's see who all we got rocking and rolling with us to the end. We're going to get Amalek and the Jewish man and Esau. We're going to get him either Monday on Let a Hebrew Speak or next week, Tuesday. But we're going to get him. Trust and believe. You know I'm going to go into him. We're going to expose and reveal these devils about who they are according to the Bible. You understand? That's right. That's right. Get out of here. You understand? I see you, Adolphus, Barack Wana, give back what you stole, Arawadia, Sathura, Maria, Trooper Shalat, Trooper Izan, King Elliot, Trooper Nasawan, Kapa, Mario, Judah, Trooper Leviathan, Adiyanar. You understand? Y'all make sure y'all hit the thumbs up. If you haven't done so, like and share the stream. Pay your tithes. Do not be a non-believer. What does the Bible say? Precept about money in your belief. You had your hand raised, sis? No? Oh. Shapat?
Basically, you paraphrase, you put your riches where your heart is.
Yes. Wherever you put your money is what you love. It's not hard to believe at all. That's why a lot of men get mad at women when this is a whole podcast, and I'm going off a tangent. I could do a class about it, but I'm just for time's sake. A lot of brothers can't understand that a woman wants you to spend money on them. Nigga, that's one of the ways you prove where your love is. Nigga spend money. I ain't saying he has to have that. Don't twist what I'm saying. There's a lot of evil bras out there like, yes, I told you. Some bra right now watching class with her husband. Didn't I tell you, nigga? She got her fingers on his forehead. I told you, broker. I told you, nigga. I told you. Yeah, that's not what I'm saying, dragon. You damn demon. I'm not saying a man has to have money. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying where you spend your money is, in fact, a metric of your love. That's it. And sisters, what you got to ask yourself is, if a man is not willing to spend money on you, what are you not doing for him to not love you? Because a man that will love you is going to spend what he's able to spend. Now, I ain't saying, again, I'm not saying a man has to have money. That's not what I'm saying. Do not equate the two. I'm saying where you put your money is a metric, and vice versa. For you sisters that's pointing at the nigga forehead right now, go ahead and put them fingers right back to you, right here. Because you sisters, if you're not willing to spend all that money, you the ones with the money anyway. You the one with all the goddamn money. And none of it go to your man. It's embarrassing. And I pray the Lord, any woman that got that husband and she ain't put that money to her husband, I pray the Lord make you go broke. I pray the Lord make you a broke bitch. That's what I pray the Lord make you do. Because how you plan to love this man that's supposed to die for you. You know that, right? You know you got a man that at any point in time something happens, he has to lay down his life without question. And we all gonna view him as a coward if he's not willing to do it. He gotta lay his life down, and you can't put your money towards him. Yeah. Where you put your money is where your heart is. You can't claim to believe in the truth and you're not paying tithes. You're not asking, how does a school need help? You don't believe. You don't love the truth. You don't believe. That's just true. Just like if you're a husband and you ain't putting your money, what you have to your wife, or you're a wife and you ain't putting your money towards your husband. You don't love that person. You understand? That's the Bible, right? Make sure you pay your tithes. You understand? I can't do the Passover announcement because we have that. Give the Lord's 57 Passover a hand. We had a glorious time in Houston, Texas. If you did not make it to the Passover, shame on you. Shame on them. Shame on you if you didn't make it to the Passover. I got niggas from the UK that took a flight and a nigga had a heart attack on the plane and they had to stop in Canada because somebody had a heart attack on their plane from the UK. Say it again. Supposedly. Yeah, well, you know how that go. Yeah, you know how white people are. You understand? And they made it to the Passover after having emergency layover in Canada from the UK. And here you are driving distance from Houston, Texas, and you didn't make it. Shame on you. I'm telling you, you should feel absolutely ashamed because we made it. We made it in spite of whatever went on, whatever situation, whatever we got going on, we made it. You should strive now to repent and to make it up. Come to class, pay your tithes, get in the UPK. With that, we're going to pass the class over to Priest and Officer Shapat Daya. Shapat, come up here, please. Come up here. Excuse me.
I.S.U.P.K security announcements. We the I.S.U.P.K out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. I'm the commander, Yahanna. Rules for new brothers and sisters. When a new brother or sister comes to the school, they all flyness for 6 months. They're to be saluted only. They're here to share themselves to the world. They're here to share themselves. They're here to share themselves to the world. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother or sister will court each other. After this 6 month period, the brother or sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment, you can find us in the book of Numbers, chapter 18, verse 21, the book of Malachi, chapter 3, verse 8 through 10 means 10th in Hebrew and it's pronounced ma'asheret. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, give to the Treasury Department of Teacher. Priest fund, free will offering for priests, not mandatory, with silver amounts you would like to give. Upcoming Holy Convocation. Let's see. We just finished with the Feast of Unleavened Bread. Feast of First Fruits starts after the Sabbath. Starts after the Sabbath of Unleavened Bread. Sundown, Sunday, April the 12th, 2026. Count 50 days. Celebrate the 50th day. Sunday, May the 31st, 2026. Start before sundown. You can find us in the book of Leviticus, chapter 23. Verse 10 through 22. The brother wants to be a Salaki. Remind Akami Akwati to check on social media, such as ISUPK.com, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and so on for ISUPK events and materials. If a brother wants to be a troop in the school, you should start wearing all black, which includes black boots, black shirts, black pants, black headband, and scarf. And with that, I say I might him, which means to stand. We'll give a courtesy salute to the teacher. Men of Israel, Mount Shabbat, Mike, Barak, Yahanna, Shimei, Shabbat, Saw, which means Salaki. Amayu, Salaki. Saw, which means to turn. Since he may stand, Amayu. We'll give a courtesy salute to the sister, men of Israel, Mount Shabbat, Mike, Barak, Yahweh Shema, Lathan, by Shimei, Shah. Yahweh Matah. Class dismissed.